strong CT side, particularly on Dust 2, where they staged that comeback. Looked a little more shaky on Overpass, but that was the domain of CLG Red. On Mirage, we've seen what they can do, and well, I don't doubt they can't do it on the T side as well.
Well, now we get that flyover, we get the dramatic music, which means we are just moments away from entering this pistol. HSG, smoke and flash, and a little bit of a game plan out towards ramp.
Yeah, distraction run by 2 players. Can group up in towards the underpass, though. Could be a bit of a split on towards A. Strong presence. Look at this counterplay pushing through the underpass. Everyone is fighting in here. No one connecting the heads. But they do eventually. Bibian finds 2. One is her teammate, though. And she decides, okay, time to bail. 4v4. Bomb makes its way onto the site. And Kelsey is just tucked in towards Ticket. Spotted out by HFO on Jiggle. But Kelsey comes around for the fight. Looking to take them all down, but she is overwhelmed.
Look at this, there's a little bit of a gap out towards CT. GFI has found room out towards B. She could potentially be the fawn in CLG Red's side, but Mads is accounting for it.
A little bit of patience there might have been the world of difference. Instead, Argent and Hazel have to come up big in the 2v3. Argent down low, and she is removed. Hazel now, oh, what a tap from Hazel, but can't get the follow-up.
Important kills from Mads coming in, defuse locked in. CLG Red survive, and they even, as you quite rightly said, throw a team kill into the mix. The counterplay pushing underpass. It was the HSG's detriment. There was so much going on just in that one round. You've got a flank coming in towards B. You've got the mid fight taking place. Somehow HSG in the middle of that, they get CT control.
Yeah, it's a bit chaotic there, and you think maybe just a bit more time there. You find that opening on B. You might even be able to extract your players out of the A side, but I guess they did feel very committed there. And CLG Red just play it perfectly. They know that control's lost towards B, so they reposition to take back CT, avoid that flank coming through, and it plays out perfectly.
Argent's a team player. She has a Glock, smoke, double flash. Quick play to potentially set up HSG for success. Kelsey tagged down with the MP9 and can't escape.
Yeah, caught out trying to throw out that nade. Kaoday though looking to support. Good flashbang over, sets her up, make it a triple. Kaoday dropping everybody, and now GFI alone, and they want to swing onto her, can't even find one.
Now AKs can be upgraded. Very clean. I really like the utility being thrown over to support CLG Red and Kaoday. It's a perfect moment for her. These are very free kills on the FAMAS.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. That flashbang, fantastic. You can see Gooseberry getting those flash assists in the feed as they come over the top. Vivian with the final blow, and well, that force buy amounts to nada, which is very similar to what HSG have here in this round. A few upgraded pistols, a few flashbangs, and only a few chances to make their way into B. Gooseberry tucked on in, no way to flush her out either. So she can just go to town. The flashbang comes over, she's fully blinded, but now they start to swing out. She gets one, trying to get onto the second, gets it, but then Hazel, who has made her way onto the site, has found 2. And suddenly, this is now getting a little uncomfortable. More smokes can be deployed, a bomb can be planted, and a retake commences.
Oh, Hazel crosses over to bench. That's information given up. Now she's just swinging on in. Argent and Hazel combined. It's just Kelsey, and she can't quite convert another spray. So HSG, they steal it away.
Oh, I call it nada, but what was that? Hazel got into the back lines there. Finds that gap. That flashbang that catches Goose is everything. She's fully white. Doesn't spot the player dropping out window. Hazel wraps all the way around. Finds 2. And then the recovered rifle, the MP9, get it done.
I'll tell you what, you're right, but also the decision-making. When Hazel gets caught out at bench, they both swing on this, and they make sure that nothing is left to chance. They do not want CLG Red to keep crawling their way back into the bomb site, take space away from HSG.
We've got an exciting series here, Brad, an exciting decider match, and that's exactly why rounds like that, which have happened time and time again, cast your minds back to Dust 2, that 30 mapper. Mads isn't feeling it quite yet. She's still having fun. She's still calm and collected. She's still got plenty of support in the crowd as well.
I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah.
That was just a couple of P250s, smokes, flashes, HSG. showing us they're not succumbing to this pressure. Bibian only armed with a deagle. Quick play out towards A. Smoke's being lined up.
It's another round that could reset. It's time for CLG Red. Kelsey got caught out previously with this SMG close. They hit on here. It's the exact right read, but Bibian with the deagle. Kelsey finds the player in towards Palace as well. Gets dealt with, and Bibian falls as well. So they are able to recover off those openings. But now it's 3 rifles versus 3 rifles, and it looks a lot better for CLG Red, particularly with Goose in those back lines. Kaoday might even swing up here to deny the bomb plant. Misses the timing, but her being patient rewards her with a kill.
Now that means that Goose Breeder has got ample room to work with. Utilities can keep being thrown out from CT, keeping the attention locked in. HSG have got no idea that Goose Breeder is on the way, but they've tucked into positions where it might not even matter. Argent about to be caught off guard, and now it's all onto GFI. She is in towards Palace. There's a smoke now on the bomb. Timer ticking down low, but one spray could be the undoing, but Goose Breeder locks it in.
There wasn't a kit there. If she finds that kill and can transfer onto the second, she's won the round. Goose Breeder with the most critical kill there in that entire engagement. Saves them with that flank coming through. Finds them both. And HSG, well, they pulled off a miracle the round prior, but cannot repeat the trick.
Needs that shot again from Bibian. That deagle shot on towards ramp on the way in. Unbelievable. And Goose Breeder's flank actually nets her 2 kills. There we go.
Timeout coming through for HSG. First time they've expended here, and again, it's a similar situation, but I think they got a little bit more behind it thanks to those bomb plants that have come through. And I think they also want to kind of keep the economy honest here. It looks like they're probably not going to fully invest into it, but they have a hero rifle that's come out. So they've got a bit to work with here, an AK for GFI, and the rest get some pistols.
Where's the Negev? That's what I want to know. Not seen one all series long for HSG. But I imagine, in fact I don't imagine, the AK is a much superior weapon, so it does make sense. And HSG, they're going to go back to what worked. Another quick play in towards B.
Yeah, and look, it's just Mads here. Goose Breeder's in towards short, so she can support. Good play from Mads, just falling back. Not wanting to get overwhelmed here, but Goose Breeder is overwhelmed. And Mads tucked in, trying to take fight. She's dinked on down and removed. They're fumbling once again on this B bomb site, but a kill comes back through, and it's courtesy of a grenade thrown by her teammate. Kaoday has creeped and crawled her way up, looking to try and find a way to recover this. Kelsey's found one, but HFO with the Tech 9 gets another. Bullets being run out of here, trying to adjust. HFO is finding everyone. Bibian now 1 versus 3. And they are not giving up this fight quite yet. Darting and hiding behind, not wanting to give her any way to recover this.
They can't. There's just no way in for Bibian at all. There's one bullet there that can just kill 2 players, and it's just not happening. The jiggles, again, HSG crack open this bomb site on another partial investment. That was the hero AK, and in fact, it was the Tech 9 Hazel to do all of the work.
Tell you what, it's one of the heroes of Overpass, Mads, that's crumbling a little bit here on this B bomb site. They're exploiting this weakness. They're finding the plays through here with the eco buys. And it's shattered CLG Red's economy here. Close as can be between these two teams. The most unlikely of rounds being found by HSG.
Can't quite believe it. Look what that's done to the economy. Just as we go back into the game, it's 1 rifle for CLG Red. Kelsey has an MP9. And the buy for HSG off the back of winning that, it's fully fleshed out.
Yeah, Goose has gone for the hero buy here, dropping it over to her teammate. She's just got utility to work with, fully in that support role this time around. Throwing all of that early.
Good info being taken though. Palace push has been established by CLG. So now they can look to work, and more importantly, what that does is it frees the rifle up to move over.
Yeah, now she can start to be a bit more proactive. Smoke in towards connector. Tell you what, mid has been more or less untouched by both these teams, which is very unusual on Mirage.
Yeah.
This might be the change up here. Kelsey almost had the chance. A single piece of health for Hazel. Keeps her alive in this. Mads flash through, spots a player jumping. Second flash doesn't enable Vivian to see anything.
Now you talk about mid-control, it's been established by this T side. Kaoday has to be careful because Argent is working her way through B apps. It's going to be a split over towards B. Deagle will chime out. No kill connecting this time.
Yeah, Kaoday, we'll see what she can do. That's one, that's two! Kaoday making it work. 2 kills found before she's traded out. But it might be enough. Mads now peering on in. Flushed out though, the flames push her back. And there's another flank incoming. Goose Breeder recovered an MP9 in the back lines as the bomb goes down.
Oh, Mads had the opportunity to potentially line them up, but Bibian's creating space, allowing Goose Breeder time to work in. And HSG, again, they're not ready for it. And the MP9, it's just providing a whole lot of distraction. Hazel will find one. Now needs to find a couple more, but Bibian through the wall. Plenty of time left for the defuse.
HSG played that perfectly in the sense that they isolated where the M4 was. They went to the B site, which had a sole defender in Kaoday, but Kaoday accounts for more than one sometimes. Some absolutely filthy Desert Eagle shots. Smile on her face and a well-deserved one. What a sequence. Look at that. Look at that second kill. That is beautiful.
That's outrageous, but HSG, they have to be aware that when CLG go for these plays, there's always going to be a flank. We've seen it throughout the entirety of the series. And again, it comes back to bite them.
Yeah, Chris, she didn't find the kill there, but she was such a distraction and allowed Vivian to swing out and find both of those kills. In each time, she was just being the one that was going, hey, look at me, I'm over here, hello, hello, I'm here, and it worked.
Perfectly played. A-Smoke's now being lined up, but Kelsey could play spoiler. Xiao Wu looking the wrong way, and the spray connects. Vivian actually burns her alive, but takes GFI in the process. And that round has been completely shut down.
Tell you what, Vivian might have words with the teammates afterwards. She's taken down 2 of them so far. She just sees a humanoid in the server. She's just locked in, robotic, removing everybody. But a beautiful round, a beautiful setup, a beautiful defense. They all crumble.
Yeah, and we've seen this a number of times as well, right? CLG Red's setup is to push extremities and take space. You talked about mid being left open. I think that's now 3 or 4 rounds. CLG Red, they're taking either ramp or palace.
Well, this time they're trying to fight in towards mid, and again, it's against the pistols. Kaoday, 1 HP. That's the second time I've seen a player just on 1. Xiao Wu removed by a HE. And this one, I mean, I don't want to count any pistol round out anymore, Brandon. I don't want to start making bold claims about him being a nice, easy round for CLG Red, because they're anything but.
It's the hero rifle again for GFI, so we've seen this work out before. However, Gooseberry's been a little bit tricky with it. Coming through, combining with Bibian, but not even needed, to be honest with you. A complete cleanup, another multi-kill for Bibian. 4 in the round, shuts HSG down.
Yeah, she's 14 for 4 at the moment. Obviously 2 team kills, taking those kills down a bit. So she is miles ahead of everybody at the moment, just putting on a masterclass here. And this is the sort of map where a player like Vivian can thrive. We saw it on Dust 2 as well, right? Just these real aim-heavy maps where an individual can just take over. And she's the individual to do it.
Where's that individual for HSG? Look towards GFI. Look towards Hazel as well. Hazel has been performing incredibly well, but it's not been in the rifles, it's been in the pistols, in which they've been thriving.
Spy gets some ground. Kelsey going for the info play, but a damage exchange on both sides. Silent boost up for Mads. She can get close with the MP9. Powerful position, good way to utilize that SMG. And of course, a lot of rotations over towards B. Oh, Argent takes down 1, but won't be ready for Kelsey. Surely not, no. Swings out, gets that kill, and it's even trades.
I like this as well. Double short setup for CLG Red to plug a gap, because there could even be a boost coming in for Goose Breeder. That's exactly what happens. Now they can peer on over towards Connector. HSG, preventative measures, but Kelsey on the bomb site finds another.
Yeah, Kaoday's low though, as is Kelsey, so they can find a way through here, and there it is. Kelsey falls. 3 versus 3 now. Kaoday afraid to start coming in. Look at their positions. This reinforcement towards B. It's so difficult now to start this retake. You need to be starting to take ground, and that's what they're doing. The bomb is actually only just going down, so they've been given a bit of extra time to work with.
There's a couple of smokes as well, so you can isolate CT. You're worried about jungle. That is a factor. That's why 1 rings out.
They're all coming from the exact same position. Makes it very difficult. They have to be so methodical in these clears. Kaoday dispensing every piece of utility she has. She pushes on forward. Those smokes, though, giving cover. Hazel tucked in, removes one. GFI, another. All now onto Goose, and there's just no time. She's just standing out here trying to get away, and she's spotted on that as well, so her exit might even be denied. Getting spammed through bullets, ricocheting in connector as she falls.
Really nice off plants being taken up by HSG. The fact you got that off angle in towards CT, setting up the teammates for flashbangs. It just works out perfectly. CLG Red, they will falter. They will give another round over off the back of winning 3 in a row and off the back of trading an even advantage, especially with Kelsey finding one in connector.
Yeah, it's just beautifully played by the Tears. Now, okay, there's still a buy here for CLG Red. It's a little wonky, but Kaoday has an AWP, and that's something we haven't really got to see yet.
Another different variation.
Oh,
Setup, GFI. Left, right, good night.
Nice shot from Kaoday. Sounds off her AWP early on. Leaves Mads now to take control of that position so she can be more active. Start taking fights elsewhere on the map. And you start to believe that shot's going to hit. So probably coin flip there whether it does, based on what we've seen from her before. This advanced position from Mads is huge. There's just no way into B.
Now look at this. You got the push in towards Palace, more information being gathered, and Kelsey could even just tuck in. This is really risky for HSG because there's just so many angles to clear. You've got mid control, but at what cost?
BN looking for information, starting to make her way through. Now, Arjun has been good on these holds before. Tucked in close, they line up. She only gets the one, though. Gu's able to get that trade. And this is a very passive setup from Kaoday and from Mads. So if they go on to A, there's only 2 fights they have to take. That was one of them. Kelsey and Palace, they should be accounting for this possibility. Taking control in towards jungle, and they'll likely plant out in the open, but they have to be worried about Mads. She can come on through, but the smoke is blocking the vision.
Oh, Kaoday brings out a shot through the box. When's Kelsey going to start to make her move? Potentially off the contact from Mads. But as the timer ticks down, there are no kits, but Mads has found another. Now Kelsey can start to worm her way through towards Palace. Hazel has gone, and now it's up to Zhao Wu, who's just been smoked off the position. That bomb, it is planted for her as she catches 2 of them, but Kelsey will trade.
I can't believe she gets the second there. That is unbelievable. It's a headshot as well. What a transfer. We've seen some incredible transfers from both sides of the server, but that one only good for 1. Trade is there, but oh my god, it comes down to the wire.
Stray bullet to the skull. But at the end of the day, the numbers overwhelm. And that was the perfect opportunity for Kelsey to work out towards Palace. Doesn't rush the approach. The CLG, they don't panic. And again, it's these pushes in towards the extremities, gaining the information early. It funnels HSG not only in towards middle, but into like these little traps, these little tripwires that CLG Red are setting up.
Tell you what, we do not get many moments of reprieve here in this map because it's another investment coming through. These bomb plants, the damage they're inflicting, no one able to really dig their feet in here and build up that bank. So a pause comes through from CLG Red. They've got a strong advantage here, 4 rounds leading now. Potential to get many more.
HSG, they've been reacting to this by holding for the pushes, but they've come up in double for CLG Red. There's always been a trade potential. If you're HSG, you've been able to gather ground in towards mid pretty easily. Do you add pace to that, or do you stick with the old reliable? We know that B bomb site has been working. When's the other side to bring it back out?
Kaoday getting the fast boost up in towards ladder. So now mid is being fought a little bit more from both these teams. It was neglected in the first 5 or 6 rounds. Kaoday is not neglecting anything at the moment. Good utility damage onto Zhao Wu. Kaoday has now got her locked in on one side. Definitely aware of that possibility now with the utility being fired on out. Kaoday's just peering, looking for anything. Not being given up quite yet.
Could be a chance as the smoke fades. Knows that there's still a player trapped in. Saw the trajectory from the utility and Zhao Wu falls.
Kaoday was waiting so long for that opportunity and she does not miss the flick.
Look at this push now. Gooseberry just pushed unders. That's even more information. Bibian now needs to be careful. Flashbang through. HFO strikes her off the record. Kelsey now tries to chime in. but there's even trades. A bomb site compromised.
Yeah, Kelsey going down there is huge. Now that flank is coming through from Goose, but it's with an MP9, which isn't the best weapon for the job. And Kaoday is in an awkward position. Mads has to clear for her. This is actually a good setup from HSG. Really comes down to what Goose can get done here. She's going through pallets, which means she's not actually going to meet anyone. And Kaoday is being helpful this entire time. Hazel was just waiting for that opportunity, and it's planted out in the open as well. Mads trying to find this kill back in response. Has a smoke she can drop down, so that's a bit of space they can work with. Oh, gets a kill as well. And that might be a way into it. It's not quite planted in. Well, actually, GFI is there with 2. And HSG take the round.
Yeah, really nice stuff from CLG Red. Initially to try and fight their way back in, but HSG, the post plants, is what we keep saying. A very consistent factor indeed, and it is working. Very impressed with GFI here, just waiting for audio cues. Do not want to give up a position, don't want to be in a situation where CLG Red can capitalize upon it. And I love the little insurance policy that Hazel was in towards top mid, holding rotates on such an off angle.
Yeah, it was beautifully executed. Now CLG Red, they force back into it. No one wants to give up anything here. But losing this round will be painful for CLG Red. They're about to be hit fast. Xiaowu gets one. Vivian looking for a response with the FAMAS, but can't find it. It's Mads on the site with the 5-7 getting work done. Finds one, finds 2. Bomb drop traded out by Hazel, but Goose Breeder pushing through with the Desert Eagle. Finds another. Picks up an M4. And now it's all on the Xiaowu and GFI. That bomb has been recovered and it has been planted.
Don't need to go into this fight if you're HSG. You just wait. You can tuck in your positions. Molotov rains out. Goose Breeder knows that there's one in towards default. Kaoday scouting with the Deagle. We know that she can collect some heads, and Goose Breeder just trying to walk in.
Time is limited here. They've got a smoke, but they don't have a kit. They have to find the fight. That's one, but not enough bullets. GFI drops both to get HSG their 5th.
And you talk about leading by example. What a critical juncture in that round and in the game itself. And when you need your leader the most, she steps up and rises to the occasion. Nearly for CLG Red, but GFI simply says no.
Another lovely transfer as well to get that second kill. Goose, another bullet might have done it. Just couldn't quite get onto the head there. Not enough bullets for the body. And now finally, one team is reset. Xiaowu is removed. HFO here to support though. Now they try and do some more damage, pushing up. Flashbang slows them down. And by the book, there should be that 6 for HSG.
Yeah.
They're taking the bomb to B as well, which is open.
Difficulty for CLG Red is they can't really recover those rifles. And in fact, it's just one all the way deep in towards top middle. So that means that HSG can take the ground out towards this B bomb site. They can just group up as a unit. The fact that it's 1 AK, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, now this boost can come through. Goose Breeder can try and do some damage from this elevated position. Knowing just how weak the economy is for both teams at the moment. You find another kill here, make it 2, and you're feeling pretty good about it. GFI might be that kill, but not quite yet. So a 6 will be on the board for HSG. What was a 4-round lead becomes 1.
Yeah, really well worked again from HSG. Goose does find one on the way out, but it's only an SMG that could potentially be picked up. And now you're at 6 rounds on the T side for HSG. You know that that defense has been a strength this entire time for this Asian squad. The pressure, to be honest with you, it goes back onto CLG Red.
That's a nice damage done at the end though. At least they did find 2 kills. This will be a full investment from HSG here, but if they lose this one, it won't be great into that final round. But yeah, it feels like HSG now have it with them. They've managed to get 3 rounds now in a row. I'll be feeling pretty good about that one. No AWP for Kaoday. Not been a lot of AWPs really in this matchup on Mirage, despite it being a map that does favor the AWP. It's just been so brawly that there's been no opportunity for the snipers to ply their trade.
Look at this push in towards mid from CLG Red. There's 4 players trying to flush out Xiaowu from the mid box. His good grenade but the incendiary isn't quite going to spread all the way to the back of mid, and HFFO finds one onto Kaoday. Now, you talk about the brawl, it takes place, but it comes up in favor of this CT side.
Yeah, not ready for the second player there. There's just so many committed in towards mid. Unaccounted for. Goose, though, misses an opportunity, and Hazel has just found the gap, walks on up through, gets both, puts them in the grave, and now Bibian and Kelsey are scratching their heads in towards the marketplace. Well, it's not looking good. A fire sale. No way through this. Flashbang out. They want to take the fight. Bibian accelerating through. GFI holding the angle. Kelsey removed. And we tie it up 7 apiece.
What a play from Hazel. CLG Red take mid with 4 players, and then there's all of this contact over towards the B apartments, and Hazel just walks in the back, gets rid of Mads, and then adjusts onto Goosebreeder, completely unlocks that bomb site, and that's the round done right there and then.
Just finding these gaps and exploiting them. Now, I talked about not being many snipers. There is one now out for Kaoday, but it is the really only good investment here of FAMAS, MP9s, that's it. HSG in a great position to take the half on the T side of all places.
This is a change of pace as well. Look at how quickly HSG have got in towards Connector. It was very Mouse Sports. Bibian dropped. Kelsey now just hiding with the SMG under Palace as an escape route in towards the ladder, but she's now being sprayed. Another Molotov, and then the bullets, they all connect.
Just getting absolutely pincered upon here. That aggression into Apps pays off with nothing at all. Comes up absolutely empty-handed. An open bomb site with those 2 kills going their way. Now they have to play a retake, trying to find a way through here. There is a kit on Mads and a bit of utility to support it, but now it has to be these 2. Has to be Mads, has to be Kaoday, and they have to find a way through. All now onto Kaoday. 1 versus 5, removed by GFI as HSG take the half. And we go to a very short break. When we come back, we're going to decide who goes through to the semi-finals.
They said we'd never get anywhere. Standing together now, we'll make it there, make it there. Don't they know that this is our time? Don't they know that this is our time to rise? Yeah, we will never fall, we will never fall, we'll risk it all. And in the darkest hour, we'll be counting on this miracle. Yeah, we will never fall, we'll stand
5 rounds in a row for HSG to take the slight edge onto the CT side of Mirage, a side in which they've been performing incredibly well on. Is that momentum going to continue?
Well, now we have the most important pistol round of CLG Red's time here at the ESL Impact Season 2 Finals in Yongshiping. HSG taking this might just set them up to take the series. GFI looking for aggression, spots one in towards mid, then falls back off it.
That could have been dangerous. That was potentially the bomb. Instead, Hazel looking to take the next point of call in the contact. Goose been tagged down a little bit. Connector smoke and Molly raining out. CLG Red about to crunch on Connector.
Yeah, GFI put under pressure. Takes a couple of shots. They jump on through. Hazel gets one though. Good damage onto Kelsey, but now HFO is being pressed. She is the only one here and she is removed. Beautifully executed. They find their way onto the site. Look where all the CTs are. A difficult rotation coming on through now. A kid is on Argent's back. How do you break your way through this?
It's difficult. 2 in from market. One was thinking about going under, but the rotation time is just so far. Goose to take the first point of contact, shooting in the back. It's a little bit of a mess, but she does manage to recover a multi-kill. Really like that pistol. So all the utility was faking out the presence. They even swing Connector for that extra element. But the real hit, it's B.
Yeah, I mentioned that was the most important pistol round so far for them, and they pick it up on this T side. Crucial. We mentioned how good HSG have been at these pistol rounds. Well, this one does not go their way. Now, time for CLG Red to be able to take back that lead. HSG, that run of rounds they picked up on the T side comes to an end when the sides swap.
One deagle, that's it. That's all that HSG have to work with. CLG Red lining up utility. They're about to just pop A, maybe going into Hazel's Deeg.
Yeah, she is the only one here. Everyone else is over towards B. This would have to be beautiful. That's beautiful. One. Needs to be more though. Can't just be the single shot.
Ooh.
No chance in the second. Potential was there. Couldn't quite connect. GFI with her Desert Eagle has made her way over as well. They're spamming on through, but it's not being planted out in the open.
Now Jawa is looking to potentially go through that connector smoke. No utility for HSG. Bibian has taken a lot of space in towards jungle as well. Should just be a cleanup, and it is. Spam bringing down these players low. Kaoday is now tucked into position. Hazel finds another, but here comes Kelsey and Mads trying to be the cleanup crew.
Good damage. GFI, another beautiful headshot. They find 3, and at the end of the day, that's not the worst outcome. Forcing all that reinvestment, the AK can't even be recovered at the end. So even though they don't find the round, they do a fair bit of damage, and they'll be happy with it.
Yeah, should be very pleased indeed. Those are some crisp deagle shots as well. Aim is certainly never a question mark for HSG. They are pinpoint.
Yeah, I mean, Hazel and GFI are top fragging the server, 19 and 17, next closest. Actually, no, Vivian is on 17. The 15's misleading. She did get 2 team kills.
Yeah, true.
But still, Hazel is top fragging at 19. Now, all the guns come out. The fight, it's fast in towards mid. Oh, Argent fully blinded. Kaoday gets one as well. 2 players falling. Now it's CLG's map to work with.
Yeah, Kaoday, the flame juggler as well. Molotov's in towards Connector and Short, setting her teammates up for success. Mads on the Palace Lurk, just waiting for the rest of her team because they're all gathering together to try and execute A. There's only one pure defender here in GFI, but Hazel could rotate over from jungle.
Yeah, they're the 2 players that you want on the bomb site when the hit comes through. Hazel actually starting to make her way through to CT now, potentially to support a teammate. Indeed, that is going to happen. HFO has actually found Goose on the Lurk. So now part of that hit fails, but all 4 of the remaining Ts make their way onto the site. Utility being dispensed, are taking full ground in towards jungle and even planting for it.
No util again for this CT side to really work with. Hazel does not care. Good find on towards Mads. 3 versus 3.
Yeah, now you start to think it's doable. You've evened things back out again, but there's a kid on HFO, but she's isolated from her teammates at the moment, and she is low. Kaoday is accounting for her as well. Checks into a connector, doesn't spot her, but Kelsey is holding the angle. HFO drops Hazel with another, but look where that kid is. How do you even collect it? Maybe by killing one more. Kelsey falls. All now onto Kaoday, scrambling forward. They haven't picked up the kick yet. They need to get on it. They need to get on this bomb now. In fact, they're just sticking at the 10-second. Kaoday's walking around, and there's simply no time. Kaoday even swinging out, can't quite find the kill, and yeah, not enough time.
Oh, and they blow up as well. No rifles to be recovered. It's all smoke and mirrors in Kaoday's position, and the fact she just slow walks round creates doubt in the mind of HSG. So worried about connector. That's quite a natural pathway if you're that player in towards jungle. You can't just peek out, especially because that bomb, it was planted for that position.
Tell you what, for a 3v4, they made it look very convincing. They had a kit on one of the other players, they win that round. Right there, right then. And instead, fall short. Make it expensive. Expensive does not a round secure. And now, well, again, back onto these upgraded pistols.
Look at this push in towards middle. Information gathered means that HSG can allocate their resources over to a bomb site, and they're electing to go towards B, which isn't the correct answer. CLG Red again lining up utility, going into A.
Yeah, it's just much easier to stack that B bomb site, right? So you feel so many closer angles, it's much more enticing to do so. It is indeed the wrong read. Can be running on through though. Arjun spots out one. That's a free kill given over. Armor on GFI if she wants to pick that one up. Goose Breeder planting out in the open, but the smokes are providing a little bit of cover. And Mads has found two. Traded out though. And now, well, you may as well throw bodies at this. You've recovered a rifle. More damage can be done here.
Yeah, should go for it. Definitely if you're HSG. Just player in towards Palace, I'd be worried about if I was them. Argent finds another. Now Goose Breeder is fluffing her lines. Kelsey's been traded suddenly. It goes all on Goose Breeder's shoulders, and HSG steal it away.
Yeah, go for it. Why not just win the bloody round? Huge retake from HSG. GFI 1 HP when she wins that duel with Goose. That is huge. Again, maybe getting a little bit overeager there, pushing through that smoke, giving up that opening to Argent. A rifle passed on over. Mads gets a double, and it looks like maybe they've started to recover the situation, but then a few huge kills by Argent again. Look at that. Oh my god, we didn't get to see that. That was insane. Opening kill from GFI.
I don't understand how HSG are constantly just contact swinging positions and coming out on top. Like, there's no utility behind a couple of these rounds.
Look at that.
Yeah, pinpoint.
Look what it's done.
Yeah. No money.
Yeah, no money. Synchronized. Argent lining them up and knocking them down. 3 fall to her. Can't get the fourth. Jawu is there for both remaining frags.
10 apiece. CLG Red can now reinvest. They've been able to get this A bomb site with relative ease. The issue is holding on to it sometimes, or holding on to it quite decisively. Because all of these rounds, round win or loss, it's come at a very heavy cost. See, Kaoday's just even still on a scout.
Yeah, AWP out for Hazel as well. She's 23 for 12. She is having a fantastic game here, and that's exactly the player you want to be. Really popping off here. AWP in hand. She might be the one that takes contact here again. Look at all this gathering of Ts. Looking like they want to make their way through to A. Now, Hazel is the only one close here. There is a player over towards stairs. The hit comes through now. Holding the line, they line up. She gets one, the leg onto Goose, brought down low, not finished off though. Now Hazel can fall back to a more defensive line. Jawu here on the stairs, the flash over the top. Goose gets one while low. Jawu looking to try and deny the bomb plant, but they do get it down.
CT is potentially an option. Look at Mads on the flank. This could potentially be everything. Kelsey could take contact here in towards jungle, but Mads is creeping. But Xiao Wu will still find a kill from the stairs. Trigger discipline on a swivel. Mads finds both, and suddenly it gets a little bit easier, but the trades all full favor. HSG win another.
Ooh, gets very close there. Good kill from Mads, and also Kelsey helping out for the second. But they can't quite, there's just too many players. Overwhelming. HSG just had the number advantage there. And they get away with that AWP. Hazel with a couple of big kills. The bomb plant goes down. And well, with HSG losing 4 players, it might even entice CLG Red to go for this. Although it's going to be a tough one. And they're going to take the pause to decide what they want to do.
Yeah, just taking a look at that econ. I mean, you can get Galil's out if you want for CLG Red. Or do you just want to play the advantages? Maybe just concede 12 and then reinvest in with your fully fledged buy.
Because if you force this, you lose it. Suddenly you're up against 13, and that elimination is looming over your head right now. So play it by the book. a couple upgraded pistols. You can get some Desert Eagles out here. We've seen what Kaoday can do. We saw them win a round with upgraded pistols over on Dust 2 in a fantastic fashion. So it certainly can be done.
That was incredibly close as well. CLG Red just nearly worked that way back in with that flank.
One of those rounds that really defines a game, or can do.
Partial investment. Slower change of pace from CLG Red. Trying to work in towards middle Argent. This position in ladder, never been seen before.
Yeah, this is a good setup from HSG in response. They've got 2 players on B, 1 in ladder. Hazel, that lurk smoke is going to make her a little bit suspicious. She can drop down a nice barrage of utility, brings Goose low. Now they all group up, peering on over, looking for a head, a way in. Mads walks up to ladder. Argent is there waiting, and Argent might even spot out Vivian now on this peak. Indeed, she does. Easy kill holding from that position. Now she is known, but how do you even flush her out? No utility, no rifles to get it done with. Just taking pot shots with pistols.
I think they're trying to split mid to B here, but Gooseberry has been found out, which makes this very difficult, especially because Argent is still in ladder this entire time, hasn't moved, so instead he goes straight into Jaiwoo's M4, and Mads can't do a thing.
GFI there to finish the job. 12 reached by HSG, but that was always a long shot for CLG Red. This is the round they were playing for. This is the round they took the timeout for. To talk about what they can do once they get all those guns out. Once they get the AWP onto Kaoday. Some of these rounds have been so close that you feel that now that they've got everything they need, this is their opportunity.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first AWP in the entire half for Kaoday.
I believe it is on the T side, absolutely. We didn't really see the AWP too much on the CT side, to be fair, either, just because of how honest that economy was kept.
Boost up, try looking towards connector, nobody's home for HSG. Instead, a push in towards the extremity, and Hazel could hit a vertical flick.
Yeah, on the other side, you can see that X-ray. Hazel not spotting anything. Jump peeking under to see if anybody's home. Decides to fall back to a more passive line, and that might be the right read here because CLG Red are starting to put a bit more pressure over towards mid. Kaoday creeping on out with the AWP, and Mads in lowers.
Still over a minute left on the clock, and HSG have 3 smokes to force back CLG and just keep them locked off these angles.
Kelsey in towards Palace as well, that lurk that can come into effect. And A-pins are coming through, but look at that gap. Argent able to use it. Utility dispense, can't connect the shots though. Hazel rotates over. Jaiwoo tucked in as well. A difficult crossfire to get past. They've also got a player in CT that can rotate over immediately. But they find an entry on the Jaiwoo. That's the player on site. Hazel now flashed off the angle. Tucked in towards Ticket, but Argent has dropped the bomb. Vivian falls. Now they have to scramble to recover that one. Kaoday is holding open. Mads does get that bomb. No, she doesn't! Hazel, the wall bang, denies the plant, and she finds Kelsey. She is dragging them, kicking and screaming through here, dropping everyone in her crosshair, but Kaoday wants to do the same. Puts it back into the 2v2. Goose has the bomb on her back, knows where Hazel is, and Kaoday wants to try and be a thorn in their side, dropping a smoke in CT, drawing one of these players away, and now Goose is going for the plant. The wall bang this time not connecting.
Couple of flashes as well. She could send GF5 forward. Kaoday, nice shot. 1 versus 1. AWP versus M4. GFI puts down a smoke, tries to isolate an angle. Kaoday doesn't need to peek, just needs to go off the audio.
GFI's managed to cross over. She actually gets up onto an elevated angle. A difficult one to account for, but look at the way Kaoday is playing this, just holding out towards connector, hits the shot, and saves CLG Red.
Yeah, really nice presence of mind from Kaoday because she knows that she does not need to take that fight. Can just wait, and the reposition back in towards connector, that's perfect because it shuts off an opportunity for GFI to find her on any one of these angles. I can't even believe that Hazel hit that wall bang.
That's crazy, and then she also gets the follow-up, plus that kill at the end. It's Kaoday just getting the immediate trade from over here. That's the trade. The second, they both fire up an AWP bullet literally at the same time. And GFI actually plays that beautifully, but yeah. Kaoday just repositions into such a position that you're not ready for. You're expecting her to still be on stairs.
What a round. What a game. What a series we've had. I didn't expect this at all coming into this. I thought HSG would put up a really good fight, but CLG Red would just get it over the line. We had that 30-round nail-biter on Dust 2. CLG go back to familiar territory on Overpass, and now this is just an all-out war.
Yeah, we could have another 30-rounder on our hands here between these two teams. Close as can be on Mirage. HSG, they are in the lead. 1 round they have there. And well, if they eliminate CLG Red, they have taken out both NA teams if they are able to do it. Incredible from the Asian wildcard qualifying team, a team we have not yet seen on the international land here this year within the ESL Impact circuit. And they are showing up and they are absolutely demanding our attention.
Just so impressed structurally with how HSG set themselves up. Because you're right, we just did not know what to expect at all. And the fact that they're doing this, they are running the semi-finalists so very close.
I mean, Hazel is 10 kills above Vivian. 29 kills for Hazel. Having a fantastic performance here. Now another chance. They had the full investment, still feeling relatively okay with the money. Xiaowu does spot one, drops that smoke to slow down the attack. Arjun brought down low, in towards short. She is put on notice, push forward. Xiaowu playing around the smoke, getting in front of it. HE's thrown on through though, and the flash to follow up, but she's ready for it. Vivian pushing through, trying to pull off a hero play, and she is punished.
Yeah, that's the X factor for CLG Red removed as well. Now they look to reset. Trying to gather space back towards B apartments. Argent has been brought down low, remember, from the earlier wave of bullets. Hazel finds Kelsey over towards ramp. If anything, that's going to funnel CLG Red into B.
2 players here. Kaoday is making her way forward. Look at that rotation, actually. A 3rd player reinforcing B. Xiaowu is not even far away. Looks like she was holding that slither gap for a moment, but falls back. That's given them some space to work with. Kaoday slowly clearing the angles. You can see both of them watching each other's back as they make their way through. They have found that gap, but it's a false gap. It's an intentional gap. Walking straight into the trap. Prized and ready. The mice spot the cheese, and they are ready for a bite.
Argent on the off angle as well. Low HP, but Goosebreeder still gets found out. Now Mads on the Mac 10 looking to close the gap. Gun barrel spotted, and she finds another. GFI with a trade, and now it's on to Kaoday. Fakes out the bomb plant, but 13 seconds. HSG, all they need to do is stay alive, and well, GFI goes one better. Another 1 HP scenario.
Yeah, they come down to the wire here, but beautifully held by HSG, beautifully coordinated to funnel CLG Red straight into that setup. The trap was waiting, and CLG Red bite right on down. Mads, if she'd found the 3rd kill here, that was the way through. I mean, the fact that she finds 2 is huge. The GFI stands strong and finishes the job. And now, this is incredibly scary if you're a CLG Red fan. They use their last timeout here. 11 rounds, what they have, 13 for HSG, and CLG Red do not have a full buy.
Yeah, just to echo that sentiment, CLG Red have literally no money at all. So it has to be another one of these rounds where they try and pop in towards a bomb site, try and at least get the bomb down to set themselves up for success, but it's expected here that they're going to go up against 14.
Hazel hit her 30 bomb. She is an entire 11 kills above the next highest on the CLG Red side. Critical round here. CLG Red can steal this. That's huge, but it is incredibly difficult. Mads armor behind that Tech 9. So does Kaoday with the Desert Eagle. And Goose is just in charge of utility. They're being patient, wanting to see if HSG overstep the mark, but HSG, they have shown that they play a very regimented CS.
Yeah, they're not going to give you any opportunity. They're keeping a cruel account of your entire finances. They know that this buy is going to be quite low. Perfect timing on that ramp smoke as well.
They're all grouping up here. It is going to be this A hit. 2 players close by on the site, 1 in towards jungle, so they have all the pieces here to deal with it. Unless something magical happens, this round should be HSG's. Let's see if they can make that magic happen. The utility comes over, the smokes, the flashes. GFI ready with some utility of her own. Xiaowu gets one. Kaoday through the smoke gets one with the Desert Eagle. But now GFI swings out for one, for two, looking for a third. Knocks in the bomb towards Firebox. Mads now accelerating forward with that Tech 9. Gets a kill into GFI. And now that bomb, it can be planted. A 2v3, a recovered rifle on Mads. And a chance here for CLG Red. Flash over the top. Kaoday drive-by, can't quite connect the shot. Playing around the boxes here, she is removed. All now onto Mads. A 1 versus 3, a situation she has found herself in before, but this time around, it's just the one, and it's a 14th for HSG.
That was a really nice try from CLG Red as well, because what they did so effectively is not able were they only to get on the bomb site, but they took an extra element of control. CT, it felt like they could use that to their advantage. They even planted specifically so it was a little bit wider to allow a deeper peek to come in, especially when that M4 gets picked up. But unfortunately, it's just not enough. But that, again, is a round that they're not expected to win. And now with that bomb plant, they can have all of the AKs and, more importantly, the full belts of utility.
This is the round. They have to do it. Map and series point will be HSG's if they secure this. What does CLG Red have to offer us? A strong group up out towards A ramp at the moment. Lot of T's here. Xiaowu flash through, doesn't spot anything. Now she's jiggling that angle with the smoke. In fact, decides to drop it. Might have even spotted something there to trigger that.
Been loud about the approach. CLG Red have heard all of this. And in the meantime, they've been putting utility over towards mid to try and dissuade some of these rotations. But this passive line from Xiaowu tucking in towards Sandwich, very important. That AWP currently not involved in the fight.
Yeah, we haven't seen Xiaowu play this position yet either. A difficult spot to clear if you're not ready for it. The Palace can account for it, depending on when this swing comes through. Here comes the smoke. Just the one at the moment. The follow-up utility comes through now. GFI deploys one of her own, and Xiaowu is burning, but she swings out, looking for multiple, but it's just the one. Good damage done, but Bian does trade immediately. Puts it now into the 4v4, a flash over the top, enabling the swing. GFI has to fall back, but they still haven't found their way onto the site. Goose has got into stairs, a lot of ground taken. A good Molotov forces Argent back, and Hazel, so far, not activated. But now she can swing out and hold towards connector. GFI dropping the smoke. Kaoday has found Argent, though. Look how low they are, but they're finding the ground. They're finding the frags, and they're finding a way into this.
How has this happened? CLG Red, they've just slalomed their way through all of these crossfires, and now they've got ground in towards jungle. HFFO has to clear Goose Breeder here. Will just be a smoke off towards jungle instead. A couple of these CLG Red players are walking wounded, and Goose Breeder falls.
A big kill to find. Now GFI can activate. HFO's found another. GFI swinging out, looking for the player towards Tetris. Kelsey, she's now known. The bomb is planned down the open. A good shot from Kaoday, but now it's all on her. Hazel looking to connect, gets the headshot, and just enough time. The kid picked up at the very last second, comes down to the wire, but the defuse comes through, and HSG get the round.
How? Oh, that came down to the very last second on that defuse. Even gets off the bomb just to make sure she's got the kit. That was so close, and it's all on HFFO, finding this kill and then the second onto default. And again, on these retakes, it's the contact plays, and HSG come out on top.
HFFO, only 11 kills, 2 of them in that round, the 2 most important so far, potentially of her entire career. And now it's in touching distance, map and series point. HSG a single round away from the semi-final.
Backs against the wall for CLG Red. Mid control has been gathered at the very least. Look at Kaoday. How much space has she got in towards short?
Question is, what could she do with it? Ground taken, a jump made, and that might have even been heard. Argent was so close in towards short. Kelsey's peering around the smoke. Kaoday's making noise. Now, her position here is fantastic if they can get the bomb planted for her.
Yeah, that is very true. That's the difficulty, though. Xiaowu up on Tetris. Worried about Palace. Trust in this smoke. CLG Red, do they dare walk through?
Smoke comes over the top. Another A-hit, a flashbang through. Kelsey fully blinded. Xiaowu gets the kill. Goose is coming through. Vivian's got one on the flank. And now this gets scary. They can find a way through. Hazel with the AWP tucked in towards Ticket. The only defender on A flashbang lands in her face. All the utility raiding on out. She can't find a kill anywhere. Forced on back. Support now coming through from GFI, but the bomb is going to get planted.
Two players rotating in towards short. Argent's found one, but Goosebreeder, this position could be everything because she can get rid of the connector players, but the spray is a little bit awry. Argent finds Kaoday.
Only gets the one, looking to now rectify her mistakes, but again, just the one kill, and now Mads has fallen. HSG have done it. They booked themselves a spot in the semi-finals.
And that means we have to say goodbye to CLG Red, another one of these teams coming out of North America. A flawless group stage, the European rebuild element, even with Bibian, an international transfer, and it just doesn't work out.
Look what it means to them, knowing that they've got themselves that spot in the semis. A fantastic performance from HSG coming through, surprising